Hey folks, this is Brian at Between the Oaks Farm, and we had a lot of questions on Facebook lately about composting, soil food web ecology, and specific questions about treating individual things like blight, fertilizing, and just a general curiosity about our systems that we use here at Between the Oaks. So we figured we'd start making y'all some videos to show you what we're doing to try and grow the highest quality produce we can for you. We're going to talk a little bit about the soil food web, about bacterial and fungi dominance in soil. Most vegetables prefer a bacterial dominant soil to a fungus dominated soil, but the trick is to have a higher fungus or a higher bacterial count in your soil, but a stronger fungus population. Fungal dominant soils lead to a lot of the specific problems that y'all have had questions about, various forms of blight, powdery mildews, and just different molds and funguses that kill some of our favorite crops that everybody likes to try and grow, like your tomatoes. So I'll give you a little breakdown of our soil here and what we use and how we do it and why we're doing it. The soil here Between the Oaks is really clay-based. It's a natural, good, high water retention soil, but it wasn't that well aerated when we first got here and started plowing. So the first thing we did was start importing garden mix. And the garden mix is a good sand component, and tilling sand into clay is always the easiest way to begin changing its nature. So we added cotton burr compost, mushroom compost, and we raised our beds up and tilled all the clay into it. And as our beds have sat for the last 4 or 5 months and the soil food web started coming back to life in them, the earthworms have started showing up. There's a variety of scientific ways to check to see if you've got a balance of fungi and bacteria in your soil, but the easiest way is to go in there and start digging around and poking around for earthworms. If you have a proper balance of bacteria in your soil, you'll have the earthworms show up, since they're almost the apex predator of the soil food chain. If the worms are there, the bacteria are there, the protozoa are there, the nematodes are there, and the soil is taking a life of its own. And once that's established, then you'll see the rest of the critters coming in. You'll start having birds coming in to steal your worms, and you'll have visual above ground signs that your soil food web is in full effect. That's not to say that we don't want some fungus in the soil, but the fungus that we do have in the soil, we want it to be healthy, vibrant, above ground fungus to a degree. Because when that's in place, you're less likely to be getting things like early blight, late blight, the powdery mildew that I was talking about earlier, and the things that really plague gardeners. So when you go digging in your soil and you start checking around, if you find earthworms, you've pretty much done it right. And we'll talk later about various ways to amend the soil with compost, which is what we did here. After we built the raised beds up with the garden mix, we laid a couple inches of compost down to begin colonizing the bacteria, and then we covered that up with mulch. A good layer of mulch to cover your compost is one of the key things to do to protect it, so the sun doesn't just burn it off and bake all your bacteria. So we'll get more into different methods of composting in our next video. Thank you all for your interest in what we're doing and how we're growing it here, and more to come on composting. I'm Brian at Between the Oaks Farm. Thank you for your comments and questions on Facebook. We appreciate getting to know you all, and feel free to stop by and check us out on the web at www.betweentheoaksfarm.com.